There's a voice inside each of us that speaks in two tongues. One whispers fear, the other breathes dreams. And every moment of our lives is a battle between the two, between the doubts that scream in our minds and the desires that burn quietly in our hearts. And if we are not careful, if we do not stand guard at the gates of our own thoughts, we will be ruled not by purpose, not by vision, but by fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of loss, fear of not being enough. And that fear will build a prison so subtle, so silent, we may never even realize we are trapped within it, living cautiously, speaking timidly, moving slowly until one day we look back and realize we never truly lived, we only existed. And that is not the life we were born for. We were not born to be pushed around by fear, to shrink into the shadows of our own potential, to silence the wild call of our souls just to fit into someone else's mold. We were born to dream, to rise, to dare, to chase the visions planted uniquely in our hearts, to become the authors of lives that reflect who we truly are, not what our fears tell us we must be, because fear will always be there. It is hardwired into us, a survival instinct from an ancient past, but it is not meant to be our master. It is meant to be understood, acknowledged, and moved through, not obeyed, not surrendered to, because the life you want, the future you imagine, the greatness within you cannot coexist with fear at the wheel. And that means you must learn to lead yourself by the dreams in your heart, not the noise in your head, because your dreams, those visions that keep you up at night, that fire that won't die, that whisper that says you're meant for more, they are not fantasies. They are blueprints for your potential, and they are sacred. They are your truth, but they require courage. They demand action. They ask you to walk into the unknown, to leave the shore of certainty and dive into oceans of faith, not because it's easy, but because it's right, because the only way to truly live is to follow the compass of your soul, even when the map isn't clear, even when fear is loud, because dreams don't come to life in comfort zones. They are forged in the fires of uncertainty, in the moments when you stand trembling but take the step anyway, when you speak your truth even if your voice shakes, when you choose to believe in yourself even when no one else does. And that kind of bravery, that refusal to be bullied by fear, that willingness to be led by love and passion, is what separates the people who live fully from those who merely survive. Because fear will always find reasons for you to play small, to delay, to wait, to settle. And if you listen long enough, you will start to believe that your dreams are too big, your gifts too small, your flaws too many. But you must know deeply and truly that fear is a liar. It builds illusions, not truths. It builds walls, not doors. And it cannot see your strength, your resilience, your inner power. But your heart can. Your heart knows. And when you begin to trust that inner knowing, when you silence the self-doubt and reconnect with your purpose, something powerful happens. You become unstoppable, not because the path gets easier, but because you stop looking for easy and start looking for meaningful. And meaning will always demand sacrifice. It will always challenge you, stretch you, test your faith. But it will also reward you with something fear never can. Fulfillment. Because fear can keep you safe, but it cannot make you proud. It cannot give you joy. It cannot let you grow. And the truth is, no matter how much fear pretends to protect you, it is stealing from you every single day. Stealing time, opportunity, connection, freedom, and your only defense is to choose differently, to decide today and every day after that you will not be pushed around by the fears in your mind, that you will no longer allow the worst-case scenarios to write the story of your life, that you will be led instead by something higher, something purer, something more powerful, the dreams in your heart, the passion that lights you up, the vision of a life where you are fully expressed, fully alive, fully engaged with who you are and why you are here. And the path to that life begins the moment you stop negotiating with fear and start committing to your dreams. Because commitment is stronger than confidence. Confidence can waver, commitment stays. And when you commit to your dreams, you commit to yourself. You declare that your voice matters, your ideas matter, your life matters. And that declaration becomes your shield, your sword, your fuel. And yes, fear may still whisper, it may still knock on your door, but it will no longer control you because you will be too busy creating, building, loving, growing, and becoming. And that journey, the journey of becoming who you were always meant to be, is the greatest journey of all. One that begins not with permission, but with a decision. Not with certainty, but with faith. And that faith, even if it's small, is enough. Because you don't need to see the whole staircase to take the first step. You don't need to have all the answers to begin. You just need to begin. You just need to listen to the dreams that live inside you and give them the dignity of action, of movement, of effort. And if you do, even in small ways, even with trembling hands, you will begin to see that the life you want is not as far away as it seemed, that your fears were never as big as they felt, and that your dreams were always waiting, patiently, quietly, until you were ready to believe in them more than you believed in your limits. And the beautiful truth is, you are ready now, not perfect, not fearless, but ready. Ready to stop playing small, ready to stop running from what scares you and start running toward what excites you, what lifts you, what awakens the deepest parts of you, because you are not here to shrink. You are here to shine, and every step you take toward your dreams is a step away from fear. A step toward the life you deserve, the impact you're meant to have, the person you're meant to become. So let today be the day you draw a line in the sand and say, no more being pushed around by the fears in your mind, no more waiting for the perfect moment, no more hiding behind what ifs. Let today be the day you reclaim your power, listen to your heart, and begin the journey of a lifetime. Because your dreams are not random, they are your calling, and your fears are not facts. They are just noise, and you, my friend, were never meant to be ruled by noise. You were meant to be led by fire, by truth, by the undeniable pull of your heart. So go now, go boldly, go bravely, and go with the certainty that no matter what happens, you will never regret choosing your dreams over your fears.